Now in this lesson we're going to be talking about switch modes, and we've two types. We've modes and we've track mats. So if we look at Charlie Winters here and we look at the mode, we open up normal. Now we've groups, and you can see we've lines here. We've normal, we've the darken kind of place. This is the kind of lighten place. This is the kind of overlay place. This adds difference. This is about the hue, saturation, color, luminosity, and the stencil alpha and stuff like that. And we can add an alpha and everything. So if we look at Charlie Winters here, and we click normal, and we click darken, what it does, it darkens the text itself. And if we click now color burn, it gives us a color burn, and it burns it even more. So what it does, if we drag it over here, we can find it just blends in with the background. So the yellow background and the green background. Now if we drag it over here, you can see that it blends in with the white and black background. Now if we change now, and let's look at the ad and stuff. Now if you change it to screen, all it is actually white normal text, and it has no drop shadow. So if we change it to normal, we can see that we did drop shadow on. Though if we change that to screen, it's just plain text. Now if we open up, if we click onto the shape layer, and we open up the modes for that, what we can find is we can see that we have an overlay. And if we click the overlay here, what it does, it overlays with the background, so you wouldn't be able to see it. You will see it, it's just a bit light there. So this is where it is. There we go. Overlays. Yeah. If we look into the yellow, you can see it. And this is the overlay. Now if we go into the difference, let's see what this is. It adds difference just between like if we go back now, just look at this for a second. If we go back to normal and have a look again, alright, now add a difference to it. You can see that there is difference. It's gone darker. Now, if we look at the subtract here, what it does, it subtracts the color that we had already. So it subtracts it from the background. You can see it changes it to pink, and that to orange, and darkens every color. Same time, it subtracts the color that's in the background and lets that, well, like whatever color, it takes over. So, and if we click onto the hue, and you know all about hue, saturation and stuff. Now, if we look at the classic color dodge, what it does, it kind of lightens it up, same as the last one. And what it does, you can hear from its name that it dodges the color and just goes through it and makes it just a little bit lighter. Now, if we open up the classic difference, for we just click on the bars, change this to normal now, get the bars, and change that to classic difference. Oops. You want the bars? Classic difference. Why isn't there? Because this is a composition, and these are Photoshop files. Now if we the track mats, it'd probably work, but what it takes is the thing above it. If we use this scene solid now, we have it multiplied. If we click normal, you can see that it's a blue. Then we multiply the color, made it darker. So, though if we click the classic difference here, now we can see we've all bright colors and everything. And if you want some fancy and some with colors, bright colors, you can pick the classic difference. Now I was wrong. It wasn't. I clicked on bars. but I actually wanted the scene solid. Sorry about that. Now if we look at the subtract, what it does, just all different stuff, changes colors. So I'd love to go through them all. Last one is the stencil alpha. What it does, it takes everything outside it. Watch now. If we put this at the end, everything right is there. Put this at the top. Everything behind that is gone. Only the like it's see-through. Only that layer, including any background. If we like move it, everything's black. See? There we go. That layer itself. You can take whatever part and like it to be there, or maybe if you want. So, and let's look at this one. Same thing, though it's flipped back over. So wherever you go, there's black, and wherever you stay. Now let's look at the track mats before we finish off. Let me change this to normal. And if we now bring the scene solid over the logo pre-comp. Trying to win this. Oops. Logo pre-comp. Now we can see that we have a track mat. Now if we click onto the logo pre-comp, actually the bars we're actually going to use. If we click on that for the track mat for the bars, you can see alpha mat, the scene solid, and there's a kind of bracket in that because whatever is above it, it takes. First thing above it. Now if we say alpha map scene solid, what it does, it gives it an alpha color, and whatever it's on top, it just changes it into alpha. So if we move this around, you can see that we can get the alpha kind of look. And if we change that to Luma map, well, it's just it gives it a lot of different colors. And if we have it an inverted map, well, it inverts it way over, so if we, it's like flipping it around there. Don't want to say no track map. Now let's have a look at this. If we change that to alpha map, whatever is above it, it's gone. So if we say no track map, and it's the logo pre-comp, if we go alpha map, what happens, it's gone. Whatever is above that, it's gone. Though it can only stay down here, in just that where the bars is. So it'll only be seen in the bars place. Now this is where the bars are. See the bars? The logo pre-comp, above that is the bars, so we can see that. There. So we learned in this video and lesson about switches and modes, and hopefully we'll be using those later on.